Okay, we ordered some ebooks through EBSCO, through the EBSCO Collection Manager, and what I'm going to show you is how to import these into Alma. So this is the invoice that we received, and we're going to start by going to the vendor page and going to the EBSCO Collection Manager site, and I'm already logged in, and what you'll do is click My Lists, and you would select Purchased Lists, and that would pull up the ebooks that we recently purchased from EBSCO for $374. Clicking on that link is going to pull up the titles that we purchased. So we're going to add the title Ethics and Values in Librarianship, a History, and what we'll do is we're going to copy the ISBN number, and then you'd open up Alma and search by electronic titles ISBN, and so we'll paste that ISBN in, and of course we don't have a record in the institution zone or the network zone. There is a electronic MARC record in the community zone. So we're going to select Order, and the purchase type is going to be electronic book one time, PO line owner Hightower CLC, and we're going to assign the inventory manually and click Create PO line. I don't have licenses set up, so we're going to skip the license area. What we're going to do is specify the material supplier, and so that's going to be Gobi. And the price we can get from our invoice, and that's going to be $124.99. Without a discount. And then we want to add a fund, which is Gobi, YBP Gobi. The reporting code we're going to make library. Oops. Right there. And we need to select manual packaging, and you'll see manual entry here. We're going to click on Save and Continue to create the purchase order line, which is purchase order line 281, and we'll make a note of that on the invoice that this is 281. And so what I'll do next is I'll do the next book, and then we'll package the PO. So I'm going to go back and search by electronic title ISBN. And that's electronic MARC record, so we're going to click on Order and repeat this process. And then we'll fill this out and click Save and Continue, and the next step will be to package the PO lines into a purchase order. And one thing I should point out is we have an expected activation after ordering days of 7, but we're actually going to activate these immediately after we package these into a PO and create the invoice, and then we'll activate them immediately. So this is kind of irrelevant for us. Okay, so I've created all the purchase order lines, and what we're looking at right now is a list of all the purchase orders. And basically my format for doing the purchase orders was to do PO hyphen the fiscal year, the month, and the which order it is for that month. but this is how we've been doing it for Gobi. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and do this and let the system create the purchase order number for the e-resources. So what we're going to have to do is change our currently at location. And you see we were able to create the purchase order lines in the Gillebo Hall repository. It really doesn't matter. You could do the purchase order lines in Gillebo Hall repository, or you could do it in the Hightower circulation desk default, and it really at this point doesn't matter too much what your currently at location is. But if you want to continue to the next step, you're going to have to do Hightower Acquisitions Department as your currently at location, and then you'll be able to go to Acquisitions and Package, and we'll see a list of resources that we've recently created purchase order lines for. So actually I see ethics and I see statistics for library and information services, and we're actually missing one. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in and stop the video, and then come back, and I'll do another video, and in part 2 we'll go through packaging PO.